When the wealthy dowager comes in, the party's over, right? Wrong!
Kill wealthy dowager.
Many of us are familiar with the trope of the wealthy dowager, but most of the time, when people invoke this character, they're really paying homage to one person in particular.
Oh, Your Excellency! We've been expecting you. As chairwoman of the reception committee, I extend the good wishes of every man, woman, and child of Fredonia.
Never mind that stuff. Take a card.
Card? What'll I do with the card?
You can keep it. I've got 51 left. Now, what were you saying?
As chairwoman of the reception committee, I welcome you with open arms.
Is that so? How late do you stay open?
Margaret Dumont is best known for her appearances with the Marx Brothers.
We have to cut for partners.
All right, we cut for partners. I got ace of spades. He's got ace of spades. That's what you call coincidences.
2 aces of spades.
Yeah, he's got thousands of them.
She performed with them on stage on Broadway and in 7 of their 13 feature films.
Mr. Driftwood, 3 months ago, you promised to put me into society. In all that time, you've done nothing but draw a very handsome salary.
You think that's nothing, huh? How many men do you suppose are drawing a handsome salary nowadays? Why, you can count them on the fingers of one hand, my good woman.
I'm not your good woman.
Despite her longevity with the act, Groucho always insisted that she never understood any of their jokes.
Did Margaret Dumont find you funny? She played the, as everybody knows, the dowager.
No, she never
lady.
understood anything I did on the stage.
Is that so?
She didn't really. She thought I was serious. She was a great straight woman for me, even though she never understood any of my jokes. She used to say, "Julie, what are they laughing at?"
Although by all accounts her character on screen was pretty close to the way she behaved in real life, the idea that she didn't understand the jokes does not seem very likely. While accepting a Best Supporting Actress award from the Screen Actors Guild in 1937, Dumont is quoted as saying, "I'm not a stooge. There is an art to playing the straight role. You must build up your man, but never top him, never steal the laughs." What seems more likely is that Dumont, born Daisy Baker in Brooklyn, New York, was simply a master of never breaking character, even in her real life.
Promise me you'll follow in the footsteps of my husband.
How do you like that? I haven't been on the job 5 minutes, and already she's making advances to me. Not that I care, but where is your husband?
Why, he's dead.
I'll bet he's just using that as an excuse.
I was with him till the very end.
No wonder he passed away.
I held him in my arms and kissed him.
Oh, I see. Then it was murder. Will you marry me? Did he leave you any money? Answer the second question first.
He left me his entire fortune.
Is that so? Can't you see what I'm trying to tell you? I love you.
Oh, Your Excellency.
You're not so bad yourself.
Margaret Dumont is well remembered as playing a wealthy widow. In reality, this is at least partially true. According to Robert S. Bader's book 4 of the Three Musketeers, Dumont's husband was John Mahler Jr. He was the son of a millionaire, living off an allowance from his father until that allowance came to a sudden end. When Mahler died during the Spanish flu epidemic of 1918, he left Dumont with little, if any, inheritance. In addition to her work with the Marx Brothers, Dumont had a long career performing alongside other famous screen comics.
No member of the royal family has any choice as to whom he shall marry.
You're telling me.
These include Laurel and Hardy,
Wentworth, will you get off of your back and stop that snoring?
I'm not on my back and I'm not snoring. If anybody's snoring in this room, it's you.
I never snore. Shh. Don't you shush me. If there's anything I hate, it's a shusher.
Oh, shush.
From your basement up to your attic. Now,
Abbott and Costello,
easy. Now, just a minute. Would you please hold this? It's very important. Thank you. And now you turn on the juice.
Young man, I've had quite enough demonstration for one day. I don't...
Get it, demonstration. Put the black stuff in here.
W.C. Fields,
Why, Mother.
Romulus and Remus.
What are you doing here?
and many, many more.
Without further ado, here are your very own favorites, Jean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
Her her final film role would be the 1964 Shirley MacLaine film, What a Way to Go.
Did you see Emily Jenkins, that slob smothered in a mink cape? I hate her guts. Look what I've got. Her husband was a shipping clerk 15 years ago, same as you. Now look at him. Look at you.
Her final performance would be a year later on an episode of Hollywood Palace, where she recreated scenes from the film Animal Crackers alongside Groucho.
I've an announcement to make. Captain Spaulding, the celebrated African explorer, is coming to town for a lecture, and he's spending the weekend as my house guest. That's a very great honor. There's Captain Spaulding now.
The last show I did with her was the Hollywood Palace, and 2 days later she died.
And
the last show she did was with me on the Hollywood Palace.
She died between tape and air, I believe, as they say. I think she died before it was on the air, didn't she?
Oh, yes. Yeah. You know, if you read that in the story, you wouldn't believe it.
I know. It's
that a
it's
woman
almost
who'd been in 7 or 8 pictures of ours and was close to us on the stage and all over, and still never understood what I was talking about. Incredible. And that was her charm, I think, that she was deadly serious all the time.
How do you do?
I'm highly honored.
Really? For a moment, I thought you were a Haile Selassie. That's the kind of African jokes we have.
Well, a Rittenhouse Manor is at your disposal.
Well, I hope your disposal is working. Because I brought a lot of garbage with me from Africa. And I've been saying it all evening out here. I may have to do this over again in a minute. Meanwhile, I'd like to say a few words.
That's fine.
Hello, I must be going. I cannot stay. I came to say I must be going. I'm glad I came, but just the same, I must be going. La la.
For my sake, you must stay. If you should go away, you spoil this party I am throwing.
I'll stay a week or two. I'll stay the summer through. But I am telling you,